Bonjour! So today I had an absolutely genius idea, as always, and I thought to myself, there's always been something I've really wanted to do, but I've never really had the balls to do it. So when I was a kid, I really used to like skateboarding and BMX and rollerblading and all the X Games and Tony Hawk and all that sort of crap, right back in the 90s, early 90s. Tried a bit of rollerblading, fell on my coccyx, felt like my ass was bleeding. It's not a good situation to be in, left it well alone. Don't like pain, bit of a wimp, stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate people chucking themselves off massive ramps or down into big concrete ramps or whatever, trying to kill themselves for my entertainment and doing, 360s, 540s, 720s and 1080s and 1260s these days because they're completely insane on BMXs and stuff. Love it, absolutely love it, keep rocking. So yeah, I decided to master the Tony Hawk skateboarding games rather than the skateboarding itself. But, call me crazy. I've kind of got to a point in my life where I just think, screw it. I'm going to teach myself how to ollie a skateboard. Now, at 30 some years old, you may call me immature on that one. I don't really care because frankly, I've got to a point in my life where I'm going to do the stuff that I want to do regardless of what anybody thinks of me, alright? So, if you've got an opinion on it, that's fine. Just go for it, put it out there, tell me I'm immature or whatever the hell. Don't really care. I'm going to go and enjoy my life. I dug this little beast out of the back of Beyond. Check this out. Look, it's a little mini one. How cute is that? Look, I even painted it back in the day. Look. Guy in a straitjacket. It explains everything really, doesn't it? This one too, which is like, a pretty old one. But I took the wheels off it, again, being all arts and crafty, like you do this every so often, you take the wheels off it to paint it or whatever, I have no idea where the wheels are. So that would explain why in this video I'm actually kind of ollieing on a flatboard rather than on a skateboard with wheels. So yeah, if anybody wants to call me lame on that one, get stuffed. It was still hard to do without no wheels on it, alright? So I started out with the little board. This little guy. Again, the wheels were off it at the time because I was probably going to paint something on that orange end of it, something like that. I've watched a lot of like how to ollie lessons, all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, alright, I've got a vague idea how to do it. You kind of watch loads of skateboarding and stuff, you kind of pick up on it. Yeah, you think you pick up on it. It is one of the hardest things ever to master. I can imagine when you see the end results of this today, you'll see how far I've actually got, and then you can see how, these guys that like jump over, I don't know, like a 3-foot wall in like a split second, and I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna take some time. I started out sitting on the chair because I watched Andy Schrock, is it? I can't remember his surname. I watched him and he was like, either hold onto a surface and learn how to, ollie it with your legs, or sit down and just use your legs. And I was like, maybe I could sit down and just use my legs. So I started out with that and that kind of went alright for a little bit, but I kind of wanted to be a bit higher up, so I started lifting myself up with using my hands, so I was a bit more, my weight was a little bit more on the skateboard. Hold up, did I just land my first ollie? Woo! I'm trying to get my technique of putting the tail down and sliding my foot up. It's a lot harder than it looks because you see it in slow motion and it looks fantastic. It looks great, right? Try doing it in normal time. It's like, done. And you're like, what did I just do? Why did my skateboard not move off the floor? And, this is the problems with it. So this is probably why you have to practice and practice and practice. Also, it would explain why some kids love skateboarding and they keep skateboarding forever, and other kids, they skateboard twice, fall off it, and it ends up in the garage for the next 20 years. I was one of those kids. Just saying. So after I managed to do the little skateboard a little bit, I think I just about got it off the ground like once or twice or a little bit. So like what I'm showing you here is like I was trying loads and loads and loads. So yeah, so just trying to, I recorded myself in slow-mo so I could watch what my feet were doing. So then I can alter my feet and I can, I can push down the end more or watch my foot sliding up, and mostly what I'm doing is this. and you're not actually sliding your foot up the skateboard, which is what you need to do, totally. So this end needs to push down, sorry, yeah, you need to push down hard on the tail, and then this foot needs to go to level it back out. We've all seen this crap in the videos and the tutorials, but again, harder than it looks. So, after I'd got that one, I thought, let's try the big skateboard. Not such a bad idea, it's actually a lot easier than the little skateboard. So, eventually. So yeah, 17,000 tries later, and we kind of got to like this stage. Now I realise it's not brilliant, but the whole point was just to try and learn it, just to have a bit of fun, just to, you know, to do something you've always wanted to do. That is the main point of it, right? Don't judge me on how crap my Ollie is, don't judge me on, you know, I'm not doing stuff right. I know I'm not doing stuff right. That's why I filmed it in slow-mo, to watch myself, to be able to try and tweak bits and pieces. And by the end of the video, it's got better! And by better, I mean like a millimetre more off the floor. But the point is that I moved from point A to point B by about an inch. I'm happy with that. Technically, I have ollied a skateboard off of the floor. I'm also tempted to carry on doing this, so later on I can put another video out, maybe like, you know, progress, where my ollie might be like, this far off the floor over the net. Yay! Anyway, thank you for watching my abysmal attempt on learning to ollie. It's been great fun today. Tell you what, I know it sounds silly, but it's a lot easier without the wheels on. You don't kill yourself. I know it's a wimp's way out, but like I said, I have no idea where the wheels are. So I think my next step will be to get a couple of little thin pieces of wood to maybe put underneath where the trucks on the skateboard would be, just to lift it off the floor a little bit more, so I can try and get a bit more pop. We'll see how we progress, you know. I'm going to try not to put a hip out. That's the main thing. If you've enjoyed it, do me a favour. I'm like 180 subscribers away from 1,000. Do me a favour. If you enjoyed it, please feel like, you know, the need to subscribe. Feel the need. Oh, or don't.